Winds clocked in at almost 200 kilometers an hour. Neighborhoods underwater. Hurricane Dorian has simply been battering the Bahamas, expected to move dangerously close to Florida. And all along the U.S. East Coast, from Florida to the Carolinas, millions of people have their eyes on the storm, of course, stocking up and really packing up. Jackson Prosco is in Daytona Beach with more on the preparations there. But first, Jackson, let's talk about the situation in the Bahamas. We saw the images. Just how bad was that country hit?
Yeah, good morning to you, Anthony. An absolutely devastating situation there to have a Category 5 hurricane stalled over them for several days now. It has been downgraded to a Category 3, but the point is that storm is simply not moving. Its forward motion, 0 kilometers per hour. It is completely stationary over the Bahamas, delivering devastating storm surge, delivering really an absolutely apocalyptic scene there, flattening homes and stripping trees right down to their bark. At least 5 deaths now confirmed in the islands there, and the situation not improving anytime soon because that storm does remain stalled there. So, Anthony, really a watching and waiting game before aid can start to move into that area. It's going to be quite a while and an incredibly long recovery.
So let's talk about where you are right now. Some of the winds picking up, but what's expected?
Yeah, that's the big question for residents up and down the coast of Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. This morning you can look out and see the waves rolling in. The wind has picked up here, but really they're waiting for Dorian to move off of the Bahamas and see how long it takes to make its march up the coast and just how close it actually gets. That's going to determine what the onshore impacts look like. There are mandatory evacuation orders now in effect, both for places along the Florida coast, including where I am right now, and up to Georgia and the Carolinas, where the interstates have been reversed. We are talking about still receiving some hurricane or at least tropical storm force winds onshore, but really it's a matter of how close that storm gets. It seems like the impacts may be diminishing, not as bad as first feared. People here have had plenty of time to prepare and gather supplies. And Anthony, worth mentioning that most of the airports in this part of Florida remain closed today, resulting in thousands of flight cancellations.
But that's really almost the even more dangerous situation, because it's so difficult to predict, isn't it? The fact that it's hovered for so long and what could happen from this point.
That's right, and they don't want people here to get complacent because the final track is still not firmed up. And even without landfall, we're talking about a storm surge in this area, for example, of up to 2 meters high and wind gusts well over 110, 120 kilometers per hour. So lots for people here still to watch out for. The threat of serious power outages remains in play up and down the coast of Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. The bottom line is they want people to be vigilant until the storm has passed.
Yeah, just keeping a very close eye. Jackson Prosco in Daytona Beach, thank you so much. Obviously, stay safe, and we'll touch base the moment we can. All right, thank you so much.